Hello everybody again from SimplyFoodea YouTube channel. Today we'll continue our second CCP in the third and fourth and fifth principles of the HACCP. But just let us make a simple reminder about the hazard analysis for the process. We have defined the second CCP, which is the X-ray. The explanation of the reason or the evidence of the cause are the improper filtering process and found orange peel or orange seeds and physical hazards from bottles or bottle caps or covers. The control mechanism by proper X-ray follow-up, document either daily or weekly, and internal calibration and external calibration also either monthly or each 6 months calibration process by the X-ray for the X-ray machine. The monthly preventive maintenance also by maintenance team or by the contractor or the external contractor of the X-ray equipment or X-ray machine manufacturer. So, and also there is an abbreviation. It's called OE. Sorry, it is called OEM, which is the original equipment manufacturer. Okay, it's abbreviation in the maintenance department. The OEM, the original equipment manufacturer. So when you come back for the identification of the critical control point, we have mentioning here the CCP number, which is number 2. What are the critical control point? The X-ray machine or X-ray equipment. The process number in the flow diagram are number 11. What are the hazard? Any physical hazard, either orange peel and seed. And also we have mentioning here and any physical hazard from the bottle caps or covers. Okay. So what are our critical limits? 0% of orange peel and any physical hazard. So my percentage are 0%. So in the monitoring process of this CCP, which is very critical, and also we have some kind of scenarios about when to monitor. Okay, and this is very important to be discussed. What to monitor? I'm monitoring the orange peel and any physical hazard, either the physical hazard from the bottles or from the improper filtering process. How I am monitoring? I'm monitoring using the X-ray examination sticks and cards. Okay, when I'm monitoring this X-ray machine each 1 hour by the production labor or each 3 hours by the quality inspector. And who are monitoring the X-ray by the production labor after each 1 hour and quality inspector each 3 hours. We will make scenarios about this point about each hour and each 3 hours, but we need to be understanding that identifying critical control points, the second principle of the HACCP, and the third principle of the HACCP plan, the establishing of the critical limits and the monitoring of the CCP is very important. And the most important thing are the corrective action, establishing the corrective action. So, as we always know in our channel, what I'm making, establishing corrective action of what? Establishing corrective action of any deviation in the X-ray process in our example. So let's focus here about what, which is very important. What I'm establishing, in case any solid objects are detected by the X-ray device, the rejected orange juice packages can be emptied again and the orange juice can be passed on the filter or the strainer, step number 5. So I'm mentioning that if there is any product have some kind of residues due to what? Due to malfunction in the process of the filtering. So there will be an issue in the outcome product, and the device will detect the foreign materials or physical hazard in the product. Okay, or in a separate filter, but after taking all the products we can repass it on a separate filter, but the pore size of the filter should be taken into consideration to be the same as the pore size of the main filter or strainer in step number 5. So this is due to the malfunction or the deviation of the result. But in this part, or in the other scenario, in case of in any diffraction in the X-ray device itself or any issue in the device itself, it it means that the cards are not distinguished by the device. So we put the isolated orange juice packages with which the X-ray device couldn't verify their safety in a separate waiting area, or calling it on hold area, or calling it isolation area, which is very important in the quality part in the warehouses or in the production lines. There must be a dedicated place for the on hold product. Why I'm putting the isolated product from the last time the X-ray device was working properly? Very, very important thing, and I will explain it in deep details for you now. Because we are not sure of the start time of the X-ray error, and we cannot assume the exact time, but we are sure of the last time the X-ray device was working. For example, we are having the X-ray device. We are mentioning before that production labor and the quality inspector. The production labor are checking the device each 1 hour, okay, and the quality inspector are checking the X-ray each 3 hours. So let's make this scenarios. While the production labor checked at 9 a.m., the X-ray device was working, so we'll make it with green. So okay, after that at 10 a.m. also it was working, so now it's everything is fine. How it's working? The metal detector, oh sorry, the X-ray are realizing all the tickets and distinction all the cards, okay, or all the inspection card for the X-ray. But at 11 a.m., the device was not working. So we are going to have on hold all the product from what? From the last time the metal detector, sorry, the X-ray was working. To be honest with you, also this part are in the metal detector. So I'm saying by fault metal detector. In the same cases for the metal detector and the X-ray. So I'm putting the product on hold at till the last time the device was properly working. Okay. Okay. So all the product on hold will be from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., not from 9 to 10 a.m. Okay. So the another scenario, if the quality inspector are only the person who are checking the CCP each 3 hours. So when the quality inspector checked at 10 a.m., it was working. Okay, sorry, it was working. But when the quality inspector rechecked the device at 1 p.m. or 13, it wasn't working. So I will put in the on hold the production of 3 hours, which is very, very big quantities. This is not the main scope or the main responsibility of the quality to support the production. Because to be honest with you, any facility with production department and quality department, there must be cooperation. There must be fight, or there must be not argue between the both of them. No, there must be cooperation. So the proper check for the device, when we have, yes, it will be some kind of headache on the production employees, but to be honest with you, it will be limitation for the on-hold product or the isolated product. Not instead of isolation of 3 hours, we are only making isolation or on-hold product for only 1 hour. So we have here understood why it is the difference between the 1 hour and 3 hours. And now we are saying here the X-ray CCP, what establishing corrective action. So either if there is any issue in the product or issue in the device itself. What are the output? You must pay great attention to the rejected oranges, either product or cans or bottles, but now we are not using cans, so it will be bottles. But they must be disposed of, converted into waste, or destroyed. This waste should be packed in waste containers that are distinguished by color. Okay, they should also be labeled, identified, and distinguished, and be in a designated place. These are the main standards for any isolated product. Very important topic. Okay, where they will be disposed of according to the safety and occupational health requirements in the factory or the isolated product. Okay, so what are the output of our isolation? This is the main output criteria of any scrapped or waste product after your CCP. Okay, when I'm doing this corrective action, I have mentioned that. I will mention it also quickly. When the X-ray device itself detects any foreign materials, orange peel, orange seed, glass, metal, plastic, whatever. But keep in note in this X-ray, okay, the ability of X-ray devices in the food industry to detect wood can be limited due to the lower density of wood compared to other common contaminants like metal or glass. So attention, very, very important attention must be taken to the wood equipment parts and wood cleaning tools in the production line. It's prohibited to have any wooden tools or any wooden parts in your production lines. Okay. The second thing, what is an error in the verifying efficiency of the X-ray device itself by glass, metal, and plastic inspection cards. The glass, I will explain it inshallah in more details. Okay, inspection cards, such that the device control recognize or read these cards, and therefore if the X-ray device cannot read the test cards or tags, it will not recognize the real foreign objects. Simple as that. It will not recognize the X-ray cards, so I like glass and metal and plastic, so it will not recognize any foreign material and physical hazard in the product itself. And who finally, as each CCP from the beginning of our HACCP series, the quality inspector must search with the co-workers like production and maintenance responsible the root cause of the X-ray device failure by using the different root cause analysis techniques and contacting the manufacturer and taking also the approval from the quality. And we can mention it here. Okay, and taking approval from the quality manager and the production manager. Okay, finally, guys, I have finished all the fourth, fifth principles of the HACCP. Stay with me in my channel SimplyFoodea and we'll continue all the complete details of the sixth and seventh principle of the HACCP plan in our orange juice example. Best of luck of all of you, and don't forget to subscribe and share all our content if you find it really useful, and best of luck of all of you, and goodbye.